Yo, welcome to Final Lost versus your first time watching. Thanks for stopping by the channel and checking out the show. So we are back with more of the Ransom called Doctor, the Uncomfortable Truth. And like I promised, I was going to get right back to the next Ransom and J.Arrr song. The first one was Banana, and now we're back for another one. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Maybe.
Conductor.
Conductor, we have a problem.
Yeah, we definitely have a problem, my nigga. Look, why feel static where conversations need to be sparked? Don't mean to be harsh, but shit that's swept under the rugs would probably leave you in shock. So many hide behind the smiles, but the vibes and frequencies off. Them same guys who got drive, but the ride is easily parked, leaving remarks when they the most vocal about you. Sadly, when you was here, they wouldn't quote post about you. Now it's how you meant the world to them. I'm guessing they was planning it off. Ironic how they wouldn't lift you up while you were standing tall. It's trashy. All these headstones get garnished with petals. No responses when broken promises, tarnished endeavors. They see you winning now, they lips poked in arms, and the pretzel karma is settled. Took me in vain, I was clogging your vessel's arm with a bevel blade in several ways. The charm of the devil lays in my feral gaze. Forever play the shadows, but never cool when I felt the shade. It forced my hand, all I was dealt with spades. But that don't change the rules, my nigga. This game is cruel to whoever plays. Check the gauge and see where you attracting all the hate from. Set the stage with friends, don't need a casting call to make some. It never makes sense, these niggas passed and all the fakes come. Who put no time in, but from the captions y'all was day ones. Another rapper dies and now it streams on the Uber. Need my flowers while I'm walking like I'm the king of Zamunda. Cause I tell you how I feel, so ain't no mix up when we speak last. Y'all niggas move like Bishop at the repast.
Imagine if we were able to see right after our funeral.
Oh my gosh, bro! J.Arrr just finessed this real quick, man, because I'm anxious to hear Ransom too, but I can't just glaze over my man J.Arr's bars. Craziness. Why feel the static when conversations need to be sparked? Static electricity, static needs to be sparked. Then it carries that theme on by the crap gets swept under the rugs would probably leave you in shock. Of course, going back to the spark in conversation, the things that they swept under the rug that we were talking about, things y'all just like, whoa, wait a minute. You will be shocked at things they swept up under the rug. Then he goes back to the conversation bar. So he says, so many hide behind the smile but put vibes and frequencies off. Frequencies off, vibes, shock, sparked, static, conversations behind the smiles. All that stuff is cleverly put together. Then he continues it on about leaving remarks when they most vocal about you. Again, basically, there's no action behind the words, right? There's no actions. And so many words or less, right? Let's move on down a little bit because I want to keep carrying on. I want to keep y'all on long on this reaction, but dang, you can't gloss over these bars. As trashy, all these heads don't get garnished with petals. Again, if you keep on listening down the road, he talks about that again. But anyway, I like the bar says, karma and settle took me in vain. Took me in vain. Then he says, I was clogging your vessels with a bezel blade in several ways, of course. Vessel, clogged, veins, crazy bars, right? It forced my hand. All I dealt was spades. All I got was spades. He said the game is cruel to whoever plays. Clever. And I like this part of, again, going down the road again. He says, set the stage with friends. Don't need a casting call to make some. What a bar, right? Casting call, of course, Friends, the TV show. I don't need a casting call to make friends. I don't need to make fake friends. I don't need the casting call to make it. That's crazy. Then he said another rapper dies and now it streams on the Uber. I need flowers when I'm alive. I love that part because, again, if you ever hear me react to a song when I'm watching, when somebody passes away, well, I don't do it, but all of a sudden now when this person that passes away, everybody all these tribute videos and doing a whole marathon of videos for this person that passed away. But when they was alive, you didn't give them no play. I'm just saying. I need my flowers like I'm walking like King of Zamunda, of course, coming to America, James Earl Jones. You know how we do that. And then of course move like Bishop at the repass. Anyway, I love that. Love that. Anyway, let's get back to Ransom, man. J.Arrr, you did your thing, bro. Did your thing.
My flowers while I'm walking like I'm the king of Zamunda. Cause I tell you how I feel, so ain't no mix up when we speak last. Y'all niggas move like Bishop at the repast.
Imagine if we were able to see right after our funerals. Imagine that. How many days after we passed that laughter is suitable? I tried to factor the numerals, subtracting all of the few boo-hoos, and this life was beautiful. Baby, what did they do to you? You know the same old usual. Same old same. Multiplied by the whispers, I heard he was so musical. But did you know that I do music too? Okay, remove the auntie from down south, that's delusional. Add 2 and 2 together and they'll forget you. Disputable, but now that you know who is who, I see it might be news to you that that love you had wasn't mutual. Like you wasn't human too, but toodaloo. Your soul's ascended right through the roof and flew the coop, and now your body is ashes and crucibles. You knew the rules. I'm sorry to say that you've been reduced to an Instagram post and some content for them to use. You've been abused. In the caption it says that we took a loss, but did he lose? If it's capping, we'll get him 1 million views, and I refuse to receive your reaction as an excuse. I'd be a fool to think our interactions wasn't a tool. I'm not confused. You know that Rand's a cynic to ups and downs that comes with the plans of physics. That rose won't touch the ground unless you plant it in it. That rest in peace pic won't see the light unless that man is in it. But handle business. Flowers on tombstones for analytics.
That's the way you want to put it. I don't have somewhere to put it.
That's facts. Again, I just talked about that. Again. Let me go back to the top of this because you know Rand gonna do his thing as well. I love the part about we can go back. Just think about what he said. Imagine if you can go back or even look after you die to see who was at your funeral and how they reacted to you at the funeral when you passed. How many days after we passed the laugh is suitable? I just love that. Life was beautiful. What did they do to you? I just love that. Then he goes back, multiplied by the whispers. I heard he was musical, but did you know I did music too? Of course, the Whispers a group. Also, I heard the Whispers. I was more accomplished. I did a lot of stuff. But you know he did music too? I love that. Then, of course, he had to bring the auntie from down south that was delusional. Add 2 and 2 together, and they will forget you. 2 and 2 equals 4, by the way. Forget you. 4. Come on. I heard that, Rand. Then he gets into the part about the Instagram post and some content for you. You have been abused. In the caption, it says that we took a loss, but did he lose if a cabin will get him 1 million views? Again, next part real quick. I refuse to receive your reaction as an excuse. Again. I do not get on the train when an artist passes away. You don't see me online saying, oh my gosh. Make a whole tribute video, start reacting to their videos after they passed away. No, we don't do that on this channel. Now, if I'm reacting to somebody, like, I think I was on my Doom, I just started doing Doom on the channel, then he passed away, I continued to do his music before and after. But if I've never heard you or never reacted above you, and then all of a sudden I'm doing MC such and such videos out of nowhere, that's baloney. But anyway, I got you, Rand. I'd be a fool to think your inaction wasn't a tool. It wasn't a tool to get those views again. In the last part, I like when he says, but handle business, flowers on tombstones for analytics. Again, flowers on tombstones after they pass away, and now all of a sudden they the greatest thing since sliced bread, and now they're gonna react to them to get views. I get it 100,000%. Fire song, fire concept. I love how they weaved it together. Clever. Let's keep going.
Where it is.
Flowers and tombstones. Clever song, clever concept. Shout out to J.Arrr and Ransom, man. They always get together and do the Voltron on y'all. All right, man. I'm going to do trigger or trigger next, right? Then I'll let y'all guide me from there. All right, man. Thanks for watching the channel, man. Subscribe, hit that like button. Peace.
just like music.